An accused rapist actually was able to get custody and is now being paid child support for the child. I kid you not. A Louisiana judge gave an accused rapist custody of the child conceived from the 2005 attack and eventually ordered his underage victim to pay child support. Are you hearing me here? Okay. Let's put up her picture, Christa. Let's put a picture up. Christa Abelseth told WBRZ that she was raped at 16 years old when a man nearly twice her age promised to give her a ride home from a local restaurant after a night out with friends. All right. Abelseth met with a guy named John Barnes. This was in the city of Hammond back in 2005. She says he offered to take her home after a night at a local bar with friends. Here's a quote. She says, instead of bringing me home, he brought me to his house. Once inside, he raped me on his living room couch. Abelseth did not know Barnes before that night, but became pregnant because of the encounter. She also said everyone assumed the pregnancy came from a boyfriend, and she let people believe that. That's what she told the outlet. Let's put her picture up again. Now remember, she was 16 years of age when this happened, all right? Let's put up a picture of the person who is accused of raping her. That's John Barnes, okay? A DNA test is part of the court documents that proved with 99.97% accuracy that he is, in fact, the father. Barnes was 30 years old, and it was confirmed that the young lady was 16 at the time of conception. The act was illegal at the time, even if it was consensual. You have to understand this. Minors are unable to give consent. That is called rape. He raped a minor. He violated a child, okay? Now, the young lady had a healthy baby girl and everything was fine until John Barnes learned sometime in 2011 that he might have a daughter. He said, and I quote, when my daughter was 5 years old, he found out about her, and once he found out, she said this, and once he found out about her, he pursued custody and wanted to take her away from me. They granted him 50-50 custody despite the fact that the child was caused by rape. I understand why she did not want the rapist to know. I get that. What I don't understand is why this judge decided to not only give custody to the person they know raped her at 16, but ordered her to pay him child support on top of it. There's more. Abelseth, the young lady, said that she did not make the report until July 2015 because she thought it was too late for law enforcement to investigate the complaint. I thought if I didn't do it the next day, there was nothing I could do about it, Abelseth said. She was 16, she didn't know the law. I went to a trauma counselor, he said, no, you have 30 years after you turn 18. There you go. Things took a dramatic turn. Things took a dramatic turn this year when a judge granted Barnes, the rapist, full custody. It happened after Barnes alleged that Abelseth gave her daughter a cell phone. Abelseth said she was also ordered to pay Barnes child support. He's well connected, Abelseth said. He's threatened me multiple times saying he has connections in the justice system, so I better be careful and he can take her away anytime he wants to. I did not believe him until it happened. Abelseth said a hearing is scheduled next month to revoke Barnes' parental rights. Now, here's what I'm doing. This story has not received the attention it deserves. I actually believe the young lady. I think this person is very well connected to that local government. I'm going to bust up those connections. I'm calling everyone out, everyone affiliated, and if you show favoritism in this upcoming court case, I will expose you as well. There is no ambiguity if he committed rape. That's established based on court documents. There is no ambiguity if this child is his. Obviously, that is established through DNA test. What is not established is how in the hell did he end up avoiding prosecution, getting custody, and having the young lady who was raped by him send him money for child support? Those are the answers I need now. There's more. The local county sheriff said in a statement, Parish Sheriff Daniel Edwards reports that as of June 15, 2022, the case involving allegations against 46-year-old John Barnes of Louisiana, which has gained widespread media attention, has been turned back over to the DA's office. They don't want to touch it. In tracing this case back, the time the initial complaint was filed in July 1st, 2015, it was discovered that the report never made it through the proper channels. Another favorable outcome for this alleged rapist. Within the department to be assigned for investigation, somehow the complaint magically disappeared. Therefore, our department absolutely dropped the ball, the sheriff says, and we simply must own our mistake. That's what they're calling it, a mistake. This is a mistake. However, that simply has never been a problem before or since, and we must make sure to keep it that way. You mean to tell me, Sheriff, this is the only time you've ever made that mistake in the history of that governmental entity? And this judge is the first time in the history that this judge has ruled to allow a rapist to get full custody of a child. And then it's the first time this judge has ever mandated payment to the alleged rapist for child support. It's a whole lot of firsts here. I guess the judge made a mistake too. Now, damn it, something else is going on. And I agree. I believe the young lady. All right, Ben, thoughts here.
I mean, what can you say? It's just a travesty of justice, a travesty of morality in every turn. We've really got to do something it's far beyond time that we root out these backwoods thinking magistrates. We have people that are in charge of our legal system, from the police departments all the way through the legal system, through our judges, that are just favoring men over women, favoring rapist men over victim women. I mean, there's nothing you can say. It's just what you're doing, putting people on blast and forcing them ahead of time to be accountable to what is right, to morality, instead of always doing it after, like so much of the news media only does. You got to do both. And be able to do it in advance is a great service. And honestly, it's one of my favorite things about this show and about you, and why I'm proud to come here a lot, is that you are not afraid to not just comment, but to take action. And we have to sometimes take things into our own hands to try to right some wrongs, because this is just an injustice in every step of the way.
Yeah, and we continue to fight the fight.